Hi, my name is Isabella Jean Grossi. It's September 29th, 2017, and currently I am a sophomore in high school at Apopka High School. So far, school right now is pretty slow, so hopefully everything speeds up the process with all the grades and schoolwork. My favorite song right now is For Her by Chris Lane. It has like a really good beat to it, so I love that song right now. And the last movie that I saw was It by Stephen King. It was like so funny, but it was like really scary at the same time. So that was like probably the best movie I've seen so far. The most memorable thing that has happened the first week of school, it was probably hanging out with my friends and seeing all. Hi, my name is Isabella Jean Grossi. It's September 29th, 2017, and I'm currently a sophomore in high school at Apopka High School. The school year so far is kind of slow, the pace and everything with all the work, so hopefully everything speeds up. My favorite song right now currently is For Her by Chris Lane. It has a really good beat, so it's like kind of stuck in my head, so it's like my favorite. The last movie I saw was It by Stephen King's, and it was like so funny, but like it's a horror movie, so I had two of my favorite things, horror movies and comedy. The most memorable thing about the first week of school was hanging out with my friends, just looking back at all the crazy stuff we did over the summer, mostly party and have good bonfires. What I'm mostly looking forward to this upcoming school year is probably four major things, which are the football games, homecoming, prom, and my favorite, lacrosse, which I play. The hardest thing about this upcoming school year is seeing all my senior friends leave and graduate, and I'm still stuck here. So I'll still remember them and all the fun stuff that we did. One of my 3 goals for the school year is to pass all my classes and graduate my sophomore year and have fun, just let loose, and don't worry about anything else but school and lacrosse. What's my favorite fast food place? Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A's got to be my major favorite fast food. That's so good. The oldest photo I have on my phone currently is me and my mom when I was a baby, when I was probably like 2 or 3, swimming with her, and I think it's like my favorite thing. And the why I kept it is because it's such a good memory between me and my mom when I was a kid. So, when was the last time you laughed really hard? Oh my gosh. It was like this past Sunday at Lampu. We were making fun of our waiter, and it was just like I could not stop dying laughing. And I was trying to eat sushi at the same time, so that didn't work out. What major school events do you think we'll be going to? I'll probably be going to prom, homecoming, and the football games. Those are probably the major ones I'll be going to. What do you think is going to be the biggest change in between now and the end of school year? My group of friends, with all the new changes that's going on between their life and my life and school year and the school work. Hopefully I don't lose the major part of my friends, the good ones. If you could describe your life right now in one song, what would it be? That's My Kind of Night by Luke Bryan, because I'm always hanging out with my friends and having a good time. That's always my favorite thing to do, is having a good time with them, and I just love it so much. Alright, this is my most memorable place in Apopka High School because I walked in through these doors on my first day of high school. This is where I spend most of my time. Most memorable place ever is Daytona Beach. Okay, I'm Isabella, and this is my favorite person, Cassie, and she has something really nice to say. That's fun.
Always try your hardest.
Hi, I'm Isabella Jean Grossi from Apopka High School, currently a sophomore, class of 2020, and here are my American High final video diary questions. Question 3. Where will you be in 10 years? Probably married, hopefully married, maybe a child in the way, but working super hard at my favorite job as a nurse. 4, what was your best memory of last year? Probably just making lots of memories my first year of high school, of course, making new friends, and just making plenty of memories because that's what high school's all about, just making good memories. 5, who was the most memorable teacher and why? I think Scahill, because he just like taught us so much about life and just like movies and how movies can impact a person's life and perspective on everything. So I think Scahill is my number one teacher right there. 6, did you have any conflicts with the teachers? If so, who, why, and what happened? No, I don't think I had any problems with my teachers. I was pretty mostly chill through all of school, so I think I had no problems with my teachers. Yeah, I may have not liked them, but there was like no conflicts between us. 7, what was the most memorable moment that happened in this film class? Okay, so we were videoing and taping for Scale for the new upcoming freshman's class 2020, and we had to hop the softball fence to get in there, and the kid had ripped his pants, like slashed him, like you saw everything, but in the back. But I think that was the most funniest thing ever because literally we walked in the classroom and he was like half naked, split pants. So that was like my favorite thing. 8, what was the best film, movie, video that we saw in this class? I think Jaws, because Jaws is my personal favorite movie of all times. It's my top 3, so I think that's the best one that we watched, my favorite. Okay. 9, what is the one thing you remember that Scale said or did this year? His favorite Bible verse is Psalms 137:9. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Either you can ask him or look it up in the Bible. It's in the Bible. Psalms 137:9. His all-time favorite Bible verse. 10, what would be your dream job after you graduate from high school? I want to be a nurse, but my dream job would be a doctor, like a high-paid, probably a child's physician, maybe a physician's assistant, but those are my dream jobs. But I'm going to start small, maybe work my way up. We don't know. We'll see in my future. 11, if you could describe your school year in one song, what would the song be? Okay. The Climb by Miley Cyrus, for sure, because not every school year or high school experience is easy, but this year I think it was like the most toughest one of all. It was definitely a climb for myself personally, and I think I got over that climb, and I'm headed bright for my future. 13, what is one major thing you learned that you did not learn in the classroom? That the good and bad impacts make you who you are today. The past good and bad impacts make you who you are today, and that can make you who you are in the future. So I think the good and bad makes you who you are. Like that's the thing I learned personally, not in the classroom, but in high school life and just life in general. 14, is there anyone at Apopka High School you would like to thank, who and why? I would like to thank the good and bad people that had a positive or negative impact on me, because without them I wouldn't be who I am today, and I want to have a bright future on my way. So I also like to thank all the teachers that have taught me what I need to know to graduate, be successful in life, and just have a bright future. Okay, 15, wrap it up. How do you hope to be remembered? I want to be remembered as the girl who was a top student in her medical classes, especially due enrollment, and a star lacrosse athlete, of course, because lacrosse and nursing are like my 2 favorite things of all times. So, thanks for watching.
All right. My name is Angel O'Neill, and today is September 27, 2017. I am currently in freshman year, ninth grade. School so far has been pretty good. I'm a smart person, so yeah, I get pretty good grades. So school's been pretty good. My favorite song right now is "Humble" by Kendrick Lamar. Like, uh, if this video is pretty old, just search it up on YouTube or something like that. The last movie I saw was Step Brothers, and it was not only good, it was hilarious. Like, it's adult content, so beware. So yeah, it's a pretty good movie. The most memorable thing that has happened this year is the Hurricane Maria, not Irma. I lost power, Wi-Fi, and water for almost a week. At least like the water only went out for 4 days, so I took baths with baby wipes and water bottles, which was kind of weird. Um, the thing that I'm mostly looking forward to this year is passing all my classes. You know, like getting all A's. That's my goal. I already have like all A's and 1B, so I want to put that grade up. Yeah. Um, the hardest thing about this upcoming school year is becoming an A plus school. This school, like, there's so many dumb people. I don't think we'll ever become an A plus school. Like, there was this senior. He asked me how to spell distributed. It was like, what? And I knew how to spell it, and I just came to high school. It's pretty funny. Three goals that I have for this year is exercise more often. Like, I stopped exercising because I got a concussion in football, so I couldn't do any physical activity. So it kind of sucked. Couldn't do like physical for like months. I still can't, so that's why I have to start exercising. Like, not yet. Another goal is getting good grades and getting better friends. It's really hard to get good friends in this school. There's a lot of like fake people. My favorite restaurant, fast food restaurant, is Chick-fil-A. I love their Polynesian sauce. Like, it's so good. And I'm a Christian myself, so it's a pretty good fast food. The oldest photo on my phone is a picture of my family. I took it the first day I got my phone, and I still have it because it's a really nice photo, and it tells the day that I got my phone, so I can just look back and be like, oh, that's how many days I got my phone. The last time I laughed really hard was when I was playing with my dog, and my dog made my friend trip over, and he started humping him. It was so funny. He humped him for like 5 seconds, and it was so hilarious. Um, the big the major school events that I'll go to will be like football games and basketball games. I'm a huge fan of basketball. Like, I like the Warriors, but and all NBA teams are pretty good. The biggest change, I'll say my height. Like, I'm only 5 feet, so I think 5 feet or 5 feet 1. But I hope I grow. I think I'll grow pretty good, and my voice, I think, will go a little deeper. And a song that describe my life right now, it's made by Eminem, Not Afraid, and this is a part of it. I don't give a damn what you think. I'm doing this for me. So fuck the world, feed it beans. It's gassed up. If you think it's stopping me, I'ma be what I said I'd be, without a doubt, undoubtedly. And all those who look down on me, I'm tearing down your balcony. And yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
This is Angel O'Neill, skate host class, period 3. I'm a freshman, currently in Apopka High School. These are the American High final question answers. This is the front of the high school, and the reason why this place is memorable to me is because this is, well, when I first walked in from the first day of school. So it was the first place I ever been to in the high school. First time. This is part 2 of the video diary. This is the place I spend more than home. This is literally outside my house. It's not really in my house, so it's not my house. I really like this place. I usually sit here. Let me just show. Let me on this swing set. I usually sit here, think about everything. What I should do, my careers, everything. Something memorable that happened here was I remember my neighbors used to swing on this, and I used to play with them, but they moved out. So yeah, my memorable place other than home. So for number 3, where would you be in 10 years? Well, in 10 years I'm gonna be 24, so I'm gonna be in college, trying to get my doctor's degree. Trying to get a very high education. For number 4, What was your best memory of the last year? Oh, my best memory, was walking to a Papka High School. Seeing all the new people, meeting new classes, meeting new teachers. So yeah, that was my most memorable thing last year. Who was number 5? Who was the most memorable teacher and why? I'll say Scale because he's like the funniest teacher I've ever had. Like you're trying to ask him a question and he just tells you to shut up. And then he says you only have 3 questions and he's a cool guy. Hopefully his retirement is well. I know he's already retired by the time you guys see this video. Alright. Number 6. Did you have any conflicts with your teachers? If so, who, why, and what happened? I've never really had any conflicts with my teachers, Dave. All been really nice to me. Well, not that I can remember. Well, yeah, I can remember any of my conflicts. Number 7. What was the most memorable moment that happened in this film TV class? Let me think. Alright. My most memorable moment was when Scale gave out the first show, which was American High. And it was pretty memorable because, it was the first thing we did the school year. And, yeah, most memorable thing I can remember. And pulling up American High, we all started to work, first time, fresh off the start, What was the number 8? What was the best film movie video that we saw in this class? I'm gonna say Forrest Gump because that movie, I really like its theme. Like somebody that's been challenged in life can accomplish many things, even though they have like disabilities and stuff like that. So that movie really showed a huge message for me. Number 9. What is the one thing you remember that Scale said or did this year? Well, when Donald Trump started like giving out like ideas of like giving teachers guns, Scale kept saying every time someone annoyed him, he kept saying, "I want my Trump gun." He kept saying, "If I get my Trump gun, I'm gonna shoot you." Just kind of funny. Um, Number 10. What would be your dream job after you graduate from high school? Well, I won't really. I mean, I have a dream job, which is I'm still exploring to be honest, but I have like some plans, like video game designer, something about video games, something that I like to do. Um, and when I graduate after high school, I'm going straight to college. I'm not gonna work, alright, that I know of, but hopefully. Number 11. If you could describe your school year in one song, what would the song be? The song's called "Lose Yourself" by Eminem. I don't really listen to Eminem that much, but some of his songs are inspiring. Well, his old songs, his new songs don't really make sense. He talks about like lose yourself, like work hard. At the end, there's always a reward. So this school year, it wasn't that hard, but I know freshman year is not that hard, but there's still some challenges, and I got there. All right, number 12. My favorite person. Well, I'm gonna end this part here. This is number 13 for the video diary. And one major thing that I learned that I didn't learn in the classroom was that school lunch sucks. Number 14. Alright. Is there anyone at Popka High School you would like to thank? Who and why? I would like to thank Scahill for making my year fun and interesting. Because if it wasn't for him, it would have been just boring. And he's funny and really helped out, I guess, because his comedian-like clownish behavior. All right, number 15. How do you hope to be remembered? Hopefully by academic achievement, and I don't know yet. I'm just a freshman. So this is a little extra. I'm gonna show you something cool. Jack, meet Mr. Scahill. Come here, Jack. This is my pit bull. Yeah. He's nice. He's a good boy. Say hi, Jack. You're my second favorite person. You might be my favorite person. I don't know. Alright, this is the end of my video diary. Hope you enjoy.
Hey, I'm Cassidy Warren. Okay, I forgot the date. Yeah, it's the 29th, I think, of September. I'm in 11th grade this year. How is school so far? It's far. Yeah, it's going. I don't really have a favorite song, and I guess that's kind of ironic considering I'm a band kid, but I don't listen to music that much. What was the last movie I saw? The 47 meters down, you know, the one where like these girls get eaten by sharks, although it was depressing because they didn't both die at the end. It was yeah, great times. The most memorable thing that's happened in the first weeks of school. There's nothing really memorable, but I guess coming to school and knowing that I'm going to have to do it all over again. Yeah. What are you most looking forward to this upcoming school year? I'm looking forward to May 31st. Oh wait, May 30th. Actually both, because May 31st is summer. What is going to be the hardest thing about this upcoming school year? Making it to May 30th. Yeah, that's pretty hard. What are 3 goals you have for this upcoming school year? Pass chemistry, because I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Don't be lazy, even though I'm going to be. And the third one is just make it through this questionnaire, because that's difficult, apparently. What's your favorite fast food place? I like all of them, though. Although I've never really been to Checkers. But I guess everyone likes Chick-fil-A. I'll say Chick-fil-A. Yeah, that sounds good. What was the oldest photo on your phone, and who is it, or what is it, and why you've kept it? Oh, funny story. So my friend somehow erased everything off of my phone. I don't know how that happens, but so the oldest photo I have on my phone is I was at water polo practice, and I decided, well, my first photo should be a picture of my shoes, because that's a great idea. That's amazing. That'd be an amazing first photo. Yeah. And wait, what? When was the last time you laughed really hard? What happened? So math class. Walking into math class, that was the hardest I've laughed, because I don't know what's going on in that class. What are major school events do you think you'll go to? Yeah, I'm going to homecoming. I have to go to the games because I'm in band, and I have to go to concerts because I'm in band. I want to go to plays, but I don't know if that's going to happen. And I don't know if I'm going to prom. What do you think is going to be the biggest change in you between now and the end of school year? I don't know. I'll change my hairstyle. I don't know. Maybe make this bang to the left side or the right side or something, biggest change. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. If you could describe your life right now in one song, what would it be? Yeah. The song, I forgot what it's called, but the song that goes like, it's the end of the world and we know it. Da-na-na. Yeah, you know that song? Yeah, see, you know the song. Alright, you see the building right behind me? That's where I work, Fuddruckers. I'm literally always there, like, always. So that's where I spend most of my time outside of, like, school and stuff. So one major thing I learned outside of classroom is my dad taught me how to change my car's oil. And that was a trip. I'd like to just thank my friends, just, I don't know, for being there and just having fun because school sucks. School sucks, so I want to thank my friends. Overall, I really kind of don't care if I'm remembered or not. I mean, I guess some people care about that stuff, but I just want to live my life and do what I can. So a song that would actually describe like the whole year. It's not really a song that's like out there in the world, not like a popular song, but it's actually the song that my best friend Paris Cruz and I made for our Prism concert. Yes, made. We made it original. So take a look. So within about 10 years, I hope that I'm going to be something film related, like a film editor. So last year, well, this past year, my friends and I, we went to Disney. And of course, that's always like something kind of exciting, especially considering it was the first time I actually went anywhere with just friends. And oh my gosh, it was so bad because we went to a Rainforest Cafe, and that place is hella expensive. And so my friend decides to get an appetizer, the most expensive steak on the menu, and a dessert. And before the waitress left, we asked what the price was for the dessert. It was $18. So yeah, that was a fun memory. So the most memorable teacher of mine this year would probably have been Mr. Peters. He's just such a funny guy. He's just very positive, and I really enjoyed his class. So conflicts with teachers. So at the very beginning of the year, I had Miss Brown, Kathy Brown, and she basically she's like kind of strict with the rules, but I was like really hungry that day, and I brought like in a breakfast bar, and I was eating it, and she's like, oh, you can't eat in here, and I was like, oh, but I'm so hungry, and then I don't even know, because now she lets me eat in her class, so I guess the conflict's kind of resolved, but that was just one little conflict, I guess. Alright, so the most memorable moment that happened in film class, I think, was it was after we watched Breakfast Club, and it was when Colin was constantly asking every single day, hey, Mr. Scahill, can we see who got what role? It was so funny, and he did that every day, and then literally the day he wasn't there, you told us, and it was funny. One of my favorite films in the class was, I know it was kind of a recent film, but Cat Ballou was actually kind of my favorite one, and I don't know, I just like the Western theme, and it was funny to me, and the fact that the picture was on the wall the whole time just blew my mind. One thing that Scahill said that I'll probably remember, well, the most memorable thing, it's just funny. Every time he's nagging at Jesse, just be like, Jesse, shut up. Oh, and then the time where Jesse figured out what foreshadowing meant, and everyone was like, wow. My dream job after high school would probably be somewhere in film production. I'm not really sure the specifics yet, but somewhere within film production. I'm in the band room. This is my most memorable place to be because it's the place I'm like always at. So, okay, video diary. This is my favorite person. Say something.
Something.
Hey, my name is Kyra Tevenen, and today's date is September. I am a sophomore. School is going pretty chill. Nothing special going on. My favorite song, I don't have one because I just listen to whatever's happening. I just don't like country. Like, I have a strong dislike for country. The last movie I saw, was it good or bad? I don't really watch movies because I don't got time for that. But the last movie I watched, it was on a road trip, and it was with my friends, and we either watched Everything, or it was this movie where this girl got kidnapped, but it was really dumb, and I don't know, this dude was cutting people's heads off. It was okay, I guess. The most memorable thing that happened the first weeks of school, nothing really special happened, but if I could say one thing, I'd probably be basic and say Hurricane Irma. It was chill for me because all I did was hang out with some friends, ate some food, come back home, had power. I didn't have Wi-Fi though, but I still managed, and it was good. Plus, my friend came over and stayed over for the week because she didn't have power. So yeah. What am I most looking forward to in this school year? I just want to pass, to be honest. Just want to move forward, get 1 year closer to graduating. What the hardest thing about this school year so far is the workload and the stress that comes with it, because I am somebody who is very serious in schooling. Therefore, I just do a lot of work, and I try to succeed in the best of my ability. For example, I get home around like 2:30ish, 3 o'clock, and I do homework until like 6 to 8. I know, right? That sounds lame. 3 goals that I have for myself. I want to pass. No drama, because you got. And I want to figure out situation like who's best for me, I guess, and like don't be afraid to like drop nobody, because just at the end of the day, you do you. My favorite fast food place would have to be Five Guys. I love their fries, bro. And then the oldest photo on my phone, I don't even know, so we can discover that. I'm probably gonna check Snap. Oldest photo was taken around in November of last year. Okay, now I remember. It was a picture of this guy, and I thought he was really fine and stuff. And girls are gonna be like, girl, let me tell you how he was so fine and stuff. And then the girl, my friend at the time, I don't talk to her no more because she crazy, but she was like, oh, let me see. So I took the picture. You're gonna take that slide picture, make sure your flash ain't on. And then, but I ain't even talk to him because so it was basically like a waste of a picture. But like at the time, he was fine to me. Um, was the last time you laughed really, really hard, and what happened? Okay, so the last time I laughed really, really hard, um, I am a very petty person, and I was my last boyfriend, right? We were together and then we broke up, but it was like for a dumb reason. And so, me being a petty person, I'm not gonna say I exposed. I ain't do nothing bad, like, show any pictures or nothing. But I don't take pictures, okay? I'm holy. But what I did, I don't know. Like a lot of people at his school, Adam, he goes to a private school, a really small one. And so I don't know, I just did something on Snap, and then I guess it got all out in his school, and so everybody was making fun of him. And it's gonna be funny to me because I hated it at the time. But it's really stupid because I guess we together now again. So let's see how that goes. And then major school events you think I'll go to? I want to go to like the football games and like the sporting events and go and watch the plays and stuff, but I'm probably not gonna do neither of them because I'm lame like that. The biggest change that I think is gonna happen between now and the end of the school year is probably my success. I'm starting off, and let's see. Yeah, you see where I'm going with this. And another thing is, that love life aspect. Like, let's see if we together at the end of the school year. Yeah. And then if I could describe my life right now in a song, I'd probably choose like "Hold Up" by Lil Uzi, because he's just chilling throughout the school year, don't care about nothing, just making money and all that stuff. So yeah.
My dream job after I graduate will have to be an anesthesiologist because one, I like the medical field, and two, they be making a lot of money. Like, I'm gonna be like, y'all not gonna know me anymore. One thing that I learned outside of the classroom, well, it's not necessarily I learned it out of the classroom, but because of what we do in class, in a sense, it kind of helped me become better and apply it to outside of class, would be time management. This year, I've had more tasks and more bigger things to do. Therefore, it has been a struggle, like timing and managing everything. But I'm starting to use the little reminder things on my phone, making a calendar. This week it's finals, and I literally wrote out all the scheduling, all the homework that I have to do. Time management is everything, and I'm becoming so more organized because of it. One of the most memorable things that Scahill had said would have to be, he said this to a kid. When he said, I was so surprised because I was like, he did it. He said, I was in your bed with your grandma last night.
Oh, I thought you were going to speak more. We have to redo that.
You didn't even pause. Do I have any conflicts with my teachers? No, not necessarily. I'm more of the quiet child in class. I don't really do much. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not talkative, but as I've gotten older, I've learned to more keep things to myself and really just focus on what I'm doing. Like, I don't really get attached to friends like that. And teachers, I feel like the kids who get in trouble with teachers are just the really aggravated ones, or they get too close with the teacher. I don't know. I just don't get involved because I don't really like people like that. My best memory of last year would have to be 2K17, where we did things such as go to the beach house. We had a beach house in Cocoa Beach. I went traveling with my friends to New Jersey. We had a road trip, and I went to the beach a lot and things like that. Alright, one of the most memorable spots would have to be here. I don't really get in fights or anything, but there was a really big fight, and it was the first time I ever got pepper sprayed, so that was an experience. Oh, how I would like to be remembered. I would like to be remembered as the really intelligent girl. I would like to be remembered as a good person in general. I don't want to be remembered for any negative stuff, those girls who be sending pictures, not throwing shade, but I just want to be known as a good person who people expect is gonna be really successful. That's what I want to be known as. I want to be known as, I just want to have a good reputation. One person that I'd like to thank out of Popka High School would be Kyra R. Tevenen. She is an amazing person. She is very determined. She has been holding me down. She is everything to me. She's very nice. She's loving. She's kind. She gets her work done. She doesn't let nobody mess with her. Like, she's just doing her own thing, trying to get through high school. And I love her. One of my most favorite people would have to be my grandmother, Antoinette. The reason why she is my favorite is because she has been with me literally since the day I was born, and she has been giving me many life lessons, and I just really appreciate her. She's always there for me. And so, Karan, yo te mandem ki moun sa mpi reme, so m deside pou mette ou mem la dan. So, si zan ka ou vle pou di anye, ki sa ou vle di?
Ki sa vle di?
Yeah.
Gade gene pot bagay.
Yeah.
Ki sa vle di? Bel bagay, kap travay.
Alright. One of the most memorable things that happened in the film class would have to be the 2022 video recording things, and we all went out and did our different activities. I really liked that. And it was one of the funny things about it was like seeing things such as my class finding a random chicken and putting it in the video, or the girl and she did the flip and she kind of fell on her head. That was kind of funny. All right. My most memorable teacher would not necessarily be from the high school or the middle school. It would be my first grade teacher, Miss Serena. In elementary school, I was necessarily like the bad kid. I was a kid who always was on red and always having temper tantrums, flipping tables. Yes, that has happened. And my father used to always get mad at me, get the little pow-pows every day. I was just an emotional child, And when it came to her, she kind of helped me turn everything around, and I started getting more focused in school and doing really well. And I can say that she kind of contributed to what I'm doing, how successful I am now. She was the one who kind of introduced me into doing more homework and stuff, because she would give us we had 5 folders: science, writing, language arts, reading, math, all of that every day. And now looking back at it, even if you were to compare the kids now, it's nothing like it. But she was my most memorable teacher, Miss Serena. In 10 years, I will most likely be working towards my doctoral degree, if I haven't already have received it, in anesthesiology. That's the future career that I'd like to obtain. I would or if that's not there, I should be progressing towards medical school. It would be a dream if I can go to Johns Hopkins, even though that's probably not gonna happen. But social wise, I believe that if I'm not already married in 10 years, how old will I be in 10 years? 26. If I'm not already married in 10 years, I would like to at least have a steady relationship. And if I am married at that point, maybe a child. I would like to. Oh, there goes a nice little dog.
Hi, Mia.
Hi. Come here. Ah, he gone. You should record the dog. All right. Come back. In 10 years, I also. Nice house, money, cars. The basic teenage dreams that everyone has. One of the places that I spend the most time other than my house is at church. I am president of the youth association at my church called GSC, Generation Seeking Christ. And one of my most memorable moments would have to be making all the friends throughout my elections. And we do songs, games, we sing, we just do everything that we want to do, And so these are some of my members. Alright. I had to describe my year so far in one song, it would be The Way Life Goes by Little Uzi Vert, but not the whole song, but the chorus. And it goes like, I know it hurts sometimes, but you'll get over it. You got another life to live. I swear that you'll get over it. Another life to live. You know that you'll get over it. Okay, that's it.
Okay. So, my name is Jessica Quo. Today is September 28th, 2017. I'm I'm in 10th grade. School so far, I'm taking like hard classes, but you know what? It's not even that hard. Like, it's not that hard. Anyways, so my favorite song right now, I don't really have one. I basically like, pop, rap, those different things. The last movie I saw was 300, the 300. And I saw it because in AP World we were like studying about that, so I had to go, watch it. The most memorable thing that happened to me so far in school, I would have to say, is getting back with my ex. Now, that's like the most memorable because we're off and on like literally 20 times a week. Like one day we'll hate each other. No, actually, no, one day I'll hate him, but then the next day like I'll love him because I just can't get enough. But like it's so I tried to get over him, but I cannot. Like I've tried. I've really tried, but it just doesn't happen. So by the end of the year, like I want to see if we're still together or not. I mean, I think we're still going to be together because I don't know, I just feel like I want us to be, but like he's very we're not going to get into that. So, what am I looking forward to? Well, I'm looking forward to the new friends that I'll be getting, who I become close with, and yeah. What is the hardest thing about this upcoming school year? I'm gonna say maintaining straight A's because that's no. So, 3 goals I have for this school year. Well, I'm gonna say one off the bat is glowing up. Like, honestly, the moment I glow up is the moment like I will look forward to because I've been looking the same since 7th grade. I'm not even joking. I look the same. So, my favorite fast food place would have to be Chick-fil-A. I really like Chick-fil-A. I like McDonald's. Will always love McDonald's. The oldest photo I have on my phone, I'm going to show you real quick. It's of me on my birthday because I got this phone. Well, not this one, but I don't know if you can see it. Is this a bad idea of me showing, like, is the camera gonna, like, glare? I don't know. But it's of me. I was, like, posing, being cute and stuff. Anyways. When's the last time I laughed really hard and what happened? Well, it was yesterday, actually. I was at lunch and I stepped on my friend's toe. She doesn't want me to say her name. I stepped on my friend's toe ever so slightly. I stepped on her toe, and she goes, "Oh my God, you gave me a heartache." What? I gave her a heartache because I stepped on her toe? Okay, now. So we laughed for like a good 2 minutes. What major school events do you think you will go to? Well, definitely homecoming. I already bought my ticket. So expensive. Definitely the football games. They're so fun, talking to everybody, it's really fun. I like going to the concerts and the plays. They're fun too. The biggest thing about me changing from now to the end of the school year would probably, I don't know, I just think maybe, the guy I was talking about earlier, I won't, like, if we're still together or not, I don't know. So, if I could describe my life right now in one song, what would it be? Well, it would be I Hate You, I Love You by Gnosh, I don't know. But it describes my life perfectly with You Know Who. So, yeah. Bye.
Come on. I have to be on this. This is my good side.
That's your good side.
Okay. Come closer. Wait, I should go more back so you seem taller. Okay. Come here.
Why? All right.
Okay, hey guys, what's up? I'm Jessica. Welcome to my 2020 video that's about to be released.
That I'm
Now-
stuck in.
So now the question was, who is your most memorable teacher? And of course, I had to pick Anchel.
Oh, right here. That's where it feels special.
Yeah, and he was really having a hard time agreeing doing this video because,
I'm a very busy person.
yeah, but you know, okay, so like I've had memorable teachers my whole life. Like, for example, in elementary school, Miss McNally, she was amazing. Middle school, Miss Kaufman. But then when I get to high school, Mr. Trumpeter. Okay, Mr. Trumpeter was an amazing teacher, but I think Anchel right here is one of my favorites because Exhibit A.
Evidence. Now you're using the
Exhibit
skills I
A,
taught you.
Yes.
Support your position
So,
with evidence.
You can see the inner world history in him, but yeah. So he's very funny. He's first period teacher, so like he makes the day better. You know, if I had like Mr. Russell, I'd probably be like,
Learning how to kayak.
I'd probably be passing right now, but it's okay. But if I think Anchel, okay, don't wait into the video, okay.
There are other people that would probably agree I'm awesome.
Why is it so awkward?
I'm just joking. No, we're not locked out. She's doing a video about how awesome I am.
Just now saw the camera. All right, God, see you.
God.
Guys,
Edit that out.
I have extras. I'll take them tomorrow. And okay. Thank you.
I'll send you to class council.
So guys, back to what I was saying. So I think Anchel is one of the best because, okay, you need to be, so you seem taller. There. I think Anchel is the best because he's super funny and like he makes the day better and like he makes world history fun, you know? And like, I mean, he does give a lot of work. I mean, he thinks like he does it. He's like, oh, compared to other teachers, like I
Why
give
do I have
less
that
work.
voice? I don't
And
talk like that.
he always is wearing these sand. Look at his toes. Get a good look at him.
Extreme close-up.
when we see this in the future and how old he is.
And I'm multilingual.
Okay, Exhibit 2. He actually is like, he's very knowledgeable. Like, why are you just staring into the distance?
I'm looking pensive here.
So he's very like knowledgeable. He knows a lot of stuff, and it's like,
Fake it till you make it.
okay. And Exhibit C, Anchel is like, he's like one of us. Like, he's a teenager. Like, you see, he has the length, the height to be one. He has like.
So which height jokes? Way too many height jokes.
Okay, but yeah, this is my most memorable teacher. I say if I like leave high school, I would remember Trumpeter the most, but then Anchel second. I'm kidding.
All this build up just to go swoosh.
But in all seriousness,
This is where you finish with something memorable to say.
in all seriousness, I would like to say
I think she understands what the word serious means.
actually, I would like to say that out of this whole year, honestly, I don't remember like anything. We learned so much. Like, who's Napoleon? Like, who's Ponce de Leon?
Perfectly normal height.
Did we learn Ponce de Leon?
No.
Oh.
That's probably why you don't remember him.
Okay, but like, who is the Wongs, the Mings?
See, obviously know something about them. You're telling me about them right now.
Okay, and like, also, I ordered this book, this 5 Ways to a 500.
Start reading it.
No, 500 questions. The 500. Have you
Start
seen that?
taking them.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing it like May. But yeah.
The test is in May.
Yeah, but it's too early. It's too early. Anyways, do you have anything to say to future me? Because I'm gonna be graduated by this time. So do you have anything to say?
hopefully you got better. I'm joking. You're an awesome student, and you were very memorable to also have had in class.
Really?
The year would have been less meaningful had you not been in first period.
Really?
No, but it sounds good for the camera. You're awesome. Here you go. One of my favorite students ever, right here.
I know. Bye. Bye.
And this is where you hit the stop button.
Bye. Wait, I'm not done. We have to go in sync. Ready? Our wave has to be in sync. Bye. You have to have the voice. Bye. Okay. Okay, so my most memorable place at school would be right here. This hallway. Come. I would have to say this hallway because this is like the entrance to gym is right over there.
Kanye West.
And then as I was walking out one day, some kid stopped me and was like, "Your backpack's open." So I'm like, "Thanks." And then he closed it for me. He's like, "What's your name?" And I was like, "Jessica." And he's like, "You cute." And I was like, got him. But yeah, that guy turned out to be Cannon. Okay.
So the question is, where did you spend the most time other than your house? Film it there. What was something memorable that happened there? So the most time I spent other than my house would be my car. Yes, this car here that I crashed yesterday. Yeah, so yesterday, that's why the car's beeping, because that door is open. So long story, I got in a car crash yesterday. It actually was something really scary that happened to me, and something that saddens me a lot, because yeah, so this question is, where did you spend your most time? And it was this car right here. I went to a lot of places, and I can't figure out like where I spent the most time, so I decided it was my car. And I decided a long time ago I was gonna do this, film it here, until sorry, I'm sick. Until this happened. Yeah, the damage is pretty bad. Let me wait. It's pretty bad. Wait till you see the outside, which I'll show you in a second, but I don't really have somewhere to like put my phone, so I'm not in the center. So yeah, I cut my hair. I don't know if you've noticed, you probably did. Cut my hair. Yeah. So yeah, I spent most of my time in my car, which is sad because the car is gone now. Tomorrow they're seeing what's gonna happen to it, so I wanted to, sorry if the beeping's really annoying, but I want to spend my last time in here filming. So yeah, what was something memorable that happened there? Well, the crash. Most memorable thing that happened. Basically, I was here with Lainey, and we were gonna go tubing. Funny, we were gonna go have a fun time, and we ended up having this. But yeah, we're both fine, we're both okay. But yeah, we were gonna go tubing. Oh my gosh, my paper's flying. Okay, we were gonna go tubing, and we missed her house, so I had to make a U-turn, and we were going down a road, and then I make a right so I can like come out of it and go back. And so as I go in and then I'm about to make a left so we can go back, we both check and there's no car, so I go, but it's a hill, so literally a car came from out of nowhere going like 50 miles per hour. So Lainey sees it and she says, "Car." I look to my right or my left, and I see a car, a truck, a white truck coming at us 50 miles per hour, and I'm like, this is not happening. This is not happening. And it happened, obviously. And so as soon as I see the car, I press on the gas pedal. Like, I go at it, hoping that I can just like run it off. But it hits the back. Let me show you. So it hit the back. And if I hadn't pressed on the gas, it would have hit my door, and who knows if I would have been here. So that was a near-death experience that me and Lainey just experienced. Yeah, I'm pretty sad about this whole situation. I'm happy that, you know, God protected us and we're here today. And I only have this, and my shoulder hurts a little bit, but overall we're fine. And I'm sad that Priscilla is gone. Yeah, she's gone. So, but it's okay. I mean, I'm here today. That's all that matters. So yeah, that was the most memorable thing that happened to me this year. This car crash. This is where I spent most of my time. So yeah. So I got a new car. As you can see, I know in that last video I sounded really sad, and I was sad, but you know, got a new whip out here. It's a whole Nissan. It's a whole Nissan out here, and yeah, it's a Leaf, which is, I have a shirt on. Okay. Just putting that out. It's a Leaf, which is electric, which is good and bad, but like, you have a shirt on. Yeah, so like, just wanted to tell you guys, bye! So, what's my favorite movie I saw in TV production would probably be So one of my like favorite is right after I broke up with Cannon, we hung out. We hanged out.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, we hung out and we went to the mall and like we were like jamming with music, and then we went to my house after, and it was so
actually
fun.
my house.
Was it? No, it was my house.
No, it was my house.
I think it was
My
both.
dad was home.
No, it was both. So I remember I took a video of us. We were at my house.
Oh, I don't know.
Anyways, so yeah,
Doesn't matter.
It was so fun. Like literally, I was like so happy. Even though I broke up with Cannon, like I was so happy because we were having so much
You're
fun.
gonna put his name in there?
Yeah, I talked about him a lot. Anyways, so
do I have to sign mine?
no.
Oh, okay, that was it.
Yeah, so
Okay, now it's just you.
bye. Thanks for watching.
That's it?
Yeah, I finished.
No, you didn't.
Oh, but then we were gonna put.
You didn't put memorable teacher.
So my favorite person, of course, is Aubrey. So you know, I had to bring her in the video.
Yeah.
So yeah, I spent most of my year with her and like Miranda and stuff, but she couldn't be here
Yeah, Miranda's
today.
not here right now.
Yeah, we're yeah. So we spent literally like every day together. No
Yeah,
joke.
like literally every
Like
day.
this school year.
I don't think I've like gone a day without seeing you.
for real. So
Okay.
wait, what was
Now
the-
it's-
wait, no! What the freak?
Yes, now
Wait,
it's
what
just
was-
you. Now we can set the camera back up.
No, it says how to say something. Say something.
Say something. Me?
So, what's your favorite memory of us?
Let me think. Okay, wait, this is gonna take a second, so let's pause the video.
So, I know I said that that other song was what described my year, but I changed my mind to this song right here. Ready?
Ready?
Test to sneeze. In the great unknown, so call me please, 'cause I can't find my phone. So guys, we're here at Miranda's surprise party,
and we're gonna go somewhere. Me and Aubrey planned that she doesn't know, and we took her to Chili's, and it was great. Yeah, and she thought we were gonna go home, but yeah, where do you think we're gonna go?
I honestly have no clue. Like, they are very spontaneous and very creative. So I honestly, I don't know. I think International Drive, but I could be wrong.
We're
on International Drive.
Yeah.
The Orlando Eye.
You're wrong!
This is a message to all my haters. You're not funny and I don't intend on laughing.
Can't, but I weigh a lot.
Oh, I can!
Okay,
Whoopee!
ready? Now jump on.
No. Miranda first. How much do you weigh?
Like 120 something.
I'm not even recording.
Oh yeah, you are.
Go. Okay. Wait, up there? Wait, okay, ready? Okay, ready, go.
Jump on.
Okay, ready?
You gotta get up.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, you gotta stay on. You got it, Ariana? Yeah. Is it easy? Yeah. Okay.
So my name's Tyler, and today is the 29th, I think, and I'm in 10th grade, and school so far is pretty alright. Most of my classes are easy, and my favorite song right now is probably Plain Jane by A$AP Ferg, just because it's really good. And the last movie I saw was It. It was a good movie. The most memorable thing was I was walking to Taco Bell after school one day, and I got completely rained on and drenched. It was terrible. And well, what I'm looking forward most to, or whatever, this year is probably homecoming. Either homecoming or Halloween Horror Nights, because I think I'm going to that. But the hardest thing about upcoming year probably be making time for all my classes, because I have an AP class and a bunch of honors. And 3 goals I have are probably just like to get good grades and like not be lazy and try not to sleep as much. And my favorite fast food place is definitely Chick-fil-A. My oldest photo on my phone is a picture of me and Jackson Hooveris, and he has on a pair of clout goggles, and I have on Supreme underwear on my head, and he made a mixtape cover out of it, and it was really funny. So the last time that I laughed really hard was my friend Jason. He's really tall and whatever, and he thought to morph meant to eat food really fast, and I just thought it was really funny, and I was dying laughing. Major school events, a lot of games probably in homecoming. Biggest change between now and like the end of school, maybe my friends, but I don't know. And describe my life in one song would probably be Problems by Black, just because like the title is problems and like my life is like a bunch of problems. So yeah. So, I'm Tyler. Probably know that. Got this video diary. Now I'm gonna just answer questions. Not too hard, I guess. This one says, where will I be in 10 years? honestly, probably be either still here or homeless. My best memory of the last year, honestly, probably any time I spent with my friends. It's all memorable to me, honestly. My most memorable teacher, Mr. Mellon, Mr. Scahill. Mr. Mellon, because he just jokes around all the time when he's teaching, and it's probably one of my favorite classes. Mr. Scahill, funny. Conflicts with my teacher, no, not really. All my teachers alright with me. My most memorable moment in the film/TV class, anything to do with Josh. He literally, this one time he was talking about a prank he pulled where it was just like standing a girl up, and that was kind of memorable. The best movie, probably either Sixth Sense, Jaws, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, or 42. Those are probably my favorites. One thing I remember that Scahill said is that he wants his Trump gun. So Trump, what my dream job be after I graduate. Honestly, something in like music or like movie production, maybe. My school year in one song. Just because of the title of the song, All of a Sudden by Lil Baby. Just because a bunch of stuff just happens out of nowhere a lot to me for some reason. Like one of my favorite people. I'll do that one someone later. One major thing that you learned, not in a classroom, is how to mix my music. Because that stuff was hard. Not gonna swear in my video. Anyone at AHS I would like to thank. Just my friends. My friends are always there. They're hilarious. I love them all. How do I hope to be remembered? Honestly, just as like a person that's like friends with everyone. I don't really like not like people, I guess. That's about it. Thank you for your time, because this is going on YouTube in 2020 when I graduate.
All right, my name is Wendy Vasquez. Today is September 27th, and I am a junior. School so far is all right. Nothing really going on, but my favorite song right now, it's Spanish, so it's called El Farsante by Ozuna, and the last movie I saw was Guardians of the Galaxy, the second one, and it was all right. I mean, I like the first one a lot better than I did the second one. Most memorable thing that had happened in the first weeks of school. So I got in an argument with my boyfriend during lunch, like in front of everybody, and I got called a hoe for no apparent reason. But whatever. I'm not looking forward to anything this school year. Just want to graduate already. The hardest thing about this upcoming school year is waking up at 6 in the morning every day 3 goals for this school year. I want to pass all of my classes with a C or above. And not get involved with drama. That's really hard for me, but that's one of my goals. My favorite fast food place is McDonald's. I know a lot of people don't really like that, but I truly do not give a fuck. Though this photo, I don't have a photo, it's a video. And it's a concert I went to this summer. And I've kept it because it was just a really good experience I had with my best friend. The last time I laughed really hard has to be, it was like a couple weeks ago. I was going to my 5th period with my boyfriend, and he fell down the stairs. And I just laughed, and he got mad because I didn't help him up or anything. To be honest, I only plan on going to the games this school year when they play against Wakaiva. I don't plan on going to homecoming nor prom till my senior year. The biggest change between me now and at the end of the school year is going to have to be my attitude, because I don't know how to control it sometimes, and I know it's going to be really bad. And if I had to describe my life in a song, it would be Over by Drake. And that is it. He's not even paying attention. I know, I came here. They said, what at the stairs? I don't really have to.
Where will I be in 10 years? I'll be 27, I think. 27. And I hope to have my own house here in Florida. I wouldn't want to leave Florida. I hope to be starting, or to have already started, my own family. So my best memory, well, it's not really the best memory, but it's something that changed in my life, I guess you can say, was when, I think it was in like December, and I was in a relationship, and my ex-boyfriend like got into a fight with pretty much my group of friends. And after that, everything just like, everybody separated. It got crazy. I lost so many friends. It's not the best memory, but it's something that I'm gonna remember. The most memorable teacher has to be Dr. Williams. She helped me a lot throughout the whole school year. She's a great teacher. She's a wonderful person. Thanks to her, I passed reading. I passed both the SAT and the ACT, which I'm really happy, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without her help. Have I had any conflicts with teachers? I think freshman year, I wouldn't really consider it conflict, but me and the teacher started going back and forth. It was Miss Green. I don't know if she still goes to Apopka, if she still works here, but she bitched at me because I was sitting in the wrong seat because somebody was sitting in my seat. So she noticed and she started bitching, saying Wendy, and I forgot who the other girl was, but we had to switch back. She was like, now you guys are gonna get detention. Mind you, this is the only teacher I ever met that gave detention. And so okay, the other girl wouldn't move. I had already like packed up my stuff, ready to move, and the other girl didn't move. But what happened was she was like, all right, I guess I'm just gonna have to call your parents. And that's when I was like, all right, go ahead. Like, my parents ain't gonna say shit to me anyway. And I got kicked out of the class. The other girl didn't get detention. It's not really a conflict, but I mean, like, that's the only thing that's gone like that with the teacher. That was freshman year. Okay, best film movie video. I personally like Perks of Being a Wallflower. That's actually one of my favorite movies. I think it's really good. I also liked, it's either Perks of Being a Wallflower or I think Benjamin Button was actually a really good movie. I had never seen it till this year in Skate-Hill's class. One thing that I'm always gonna remember that Skate-Hill said was, "Me first, you second," meaning like he could he could be giving instructions at the beginning of class, and then like everybody like be talking, and I don't know. I think Skate-Hill would get pissed, but I don't know. He didn't really show it, so he'd just be like, "Me first, you second." My dream job after I graduate, I hope to start like volunteering or start, I'm not really sure, like start working like at medical centers, because I've actually met a girl who went to Wekiva, graduated, and she was already like helping out. I think that's pretty dope, and it's something I'd be really interested into.
Nos hemos peleado mucho, but he's a really good friend, and I could tell him all my chisme, and I love him very much. This is Bianca Suarez.
Ooh, hey, what's good?
I've been friends with Bianca since 7th grade.
Mm-hmm.
We had chorus together.
Yep, I thought she didn't like me, but we became best friends.
Yeah.
So that worked out.
And tell her everything.
Yeah. I go to her first with all my chisme.
Yeah. If you go on a date with her, she gets home, she's gonna call me.
Because I gotta tell her everything that happened in that hour, 2 hours that we were together. So.
One thing I learned outside of a classroom was, don't let yourself go for anybody at all. I let myself go a lot because of the relationship I was in. I don't regret the relationship at all, don't get me wrong. I love him still. I have much love for the kid. But it's just, you have to put yourself first before anybody else. If there's one teacher I'd like to thank, it'd be Joanna Kelly, because she's actually one of the coolest teachers I've had. And she's very laid back, especially when it comes to missing work, you know. That is why I'm thankful for Joanna, because she always lets us turn in like our late work, no deadline, and I love her for that. Even though, you know, I could be making plans with Joanna don't want to go, but Joanna Kelly, she's a really cool person. She's a really cool person. I fucks with her. She be knowing the chisme too. But yeah, I'm really thankful for Joanna and for always keeping us on track, not being hard on us at all. How do I hope to be remembered? Well, I was always a quiet one, but I really hope people think of me as a really sweet person, as like really chill, someone you can go to about anything, to be honest.
It's okay.
This is the most memorable spot. I used to hear it every morning since freshman year.
And then
Yeah, Marlon. A lot of shit went down here. A lot of arguments.
My name is Kylie Pedigo. It is September 29th. I am a sophomore. School, it's okay. I mean, once I get my grades up, then they drop again. It's annoying, but it's not bad. I like my teachers. My favorite song right now is Coaster by Khaled. The last movie I saw was Harry Potter, and obviously it was good because it's Harry Potter. The most memorable thing that has happened would probably have to be the hurricane, and then my teacher quit, and then homecoming's in November now, so yeah, that was all pretty memorable. I'm most looking forward to, I don't know, graduating. That's not this school year, but like passing my classes and having Chabot as my teacher. The hardest thing about this upcoming school year is going to be having to deal with the people at Apopka because nobody knows how to take care of themselves and wear deodorant and know how to get out of your way when you're walking. 3 goals I have would be I want to get a job. I don't want to get in any like high school drama, and I want to get prettier. My favorite fast food place is Chick-fil-A. The oldest photo on my phone. I just got a new phone, but on my phone I had yesterday, it was a picture from like 6th grade, and it was me and like 5 of my friends at Kobe's for my friend's birthday, and we all look completely confused in the picture. But I kept it because it's from 6th grade and I look like a little child. Well, I am a little child, but I was even smaller. The last time I laughed really hard was either last Friday or Saturday. Me and a group of my friends went to Halloween Horror Nights, and we were over by like the lockers where the mummy ride is, and I didn't know. Okay, so right there's a scare zone, and it's the Purge scare zone, and I didn't know they were allowed to like go by the lockers. Well, apparently they are. So this guy in a green shirt and a Purge mask, he kept messing with me because he knew I was scared, and then like we made eye contact and he stopped and he like looked at me, and then he like started waving and walking like up to me like really slowly, and so I just like hid in my boyfriend's arms, and then like the minute I look up because I thought the guy was gone, he like comes up from underneath me and scares the heck out of me, and I fell backwards like onto the lockers, onto all the people I didn't know. And I didn't think it was funny then, but I laughed about it on the way home really hard. And then major school events that I'll go to. Well, I was going to go to homecoming, but now it's in November. I don't know if I want to, but I probably will. And then like games, soccer games, volleyball games, football games. The biggest change in between now and the end of school probably will be my personality, maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe my looks. Hopefully I get braces by then. If I could describe my life right now in one song, it'd be Fabulous by Sharpay Evans, because I'm fabulous. And yeah. Am I supposed to get up and leave? I'm done. I'm just gonna walk out. Hello, my name is Kylie Pedigo, and welcome to my video diary. What? Hey Scahill, so this is the most memorable place on campus because this is where all this shit goes down. Everybody skips here. This is where you come to school. What? Probably not. Turn around, go that way. Don't, just leave. Just keep going. They don't care. Huh? Oh, they don't follow me. You want to pass? See, they're skipping right now. But like, this is where everything goes down. This is where you come to school and you leave school and fights happen here and you get in car accidents. Yeah, so this is very memorable to me. See, look. Very memorable. Okay, bye Scahill. And this is where I spent most of my time in a car other than my bed because I'm going places. No, really though, like I'm always in the car going somewhere. So where will I be in 10 years? In 10 years, I will be 26 years old. So maybe I'll be in college, maybe I'll be in the army. I don't know. I just hope I have a lot of dogs and maybe I'll have a man, maybe I won't. Don't really care. I don't need no man to be happy. So yeah, in 10 years, I'm gonna have some dogs. My favorite memory that has happened in the last year, this past weekend, this Saturday, it was, I don't know, but I went to a party and like there was a lot of people there that I thought I didn't like, and then like I started talking to them and like, yeah, and so now like I like them and I think it's a really good thing because I really don't like a lot of people, and then now I like them. And then not only that, but Runaway Country is this concert in May and that was really fun. And then the hurricane, that was pretty memorable. Like, yeah. But the best memory out of the whole last year would probably be yesterday's party. But I don't know if it's because it was so recent that I think it's the best. But I don't know. It was pretty fun. So that's where I stand on that one.
A different city every night. Oh, I swear the world better prepare.
I feel like I'm gonna fall off. Is that a dog? It's a dog. The most memorable teacher? Probably Scahill. I feel like Scahill gets that a lot because Scahill's like really cool, but like I don't know, you don't really have a teacher. Like Scahill always fits the word bizarre into every sentence. It's like, that's like so bizarre. Bizarre, bizarre, bizarre. That's all Scahill ever says. In a nice way. But yeah, Scahill, he just keeps it real with everybody and he's like just a cool little old man. Scahill's probably the most memorable this year, I would have to say. I didn't really have any conflicts with any of my teachers, except for like Mr. Kelly a little bit, and it wasn't even really a conflict. It's just like Mr. Kelly literally is so dead set on teaching what he wants to teach, and he does not care like how boring it is. He makes us do it. And so like I tell him straight up, like, Mr. Kelly, this is the dumbest thing I've ever read in my whole life. Like, what is the point of this? He's like, well, Kylie, duh. I'm like, Mr. Kelly, like, no. And I don't do it. And like, this will probably be shown in graduation, like 2020. I cheated that class so hard. Like, I cheated tests and worksheets. I did not do anything. So here I am passing that class with a B, and I did nothing. So yeah, there's that. The most memorable moment that happened in this film class was probably when we were all just talking about like movies that we haven't seen, and then we found out that Owen hasn't seen anything, and so everybody was kind of like ragging him. I thought it was pretty funny. Or when we made the freshman video, that was fun because I got put in a group with people I didn't really know, and then like we all really like got along good, and so that was pretty memorable. You know, it was nice getting to like meet people that you don't really talk to much. My favorite movie that we watched in this class would probably be Forrest Gump, because I hadn't ever seen that movie before, And I've heard about it, like, so much about it from, like, every teacher. And I was like, that's an annoying school movie. Like, I don't want to see that. And then I saw it, and it's, like, really funny and, like, cute and adorable. I'm so glad that I got to see it. That was definitely the best. One thing I remember that Scahill said is this, and I quote, "Shut up, sit down, and quit bitching." Because I think that accurately represents Scahill. And I don't think he's going to be able to put that on there, but he said it. So my dream job after I graduate from high school is kind of be like one of those Instagram models that like doesn't have to do anything but be pretty and they get money for it. Yeah, that would be a dream job. I mean, it's not realistic, but that would definitely be something I'd consider doing if I was pretty enough for that, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll just freaking sit on the corner like Scahill said I would do. Oh gosh. My school year in one song, it would probably be Young, Dumb, and Broke by Khaled, because I'm 16 years old and I'm pretty dumb and I'm pretty broke. So it's just like accurate, you know? High school life, you know? Hey, Mr. Scahill. I'm here with my favorite people. Skylar.
Andy.
Fucking Austin. And, we don't know where we're going. I don't know where we're going. He probably does.
We don't know where we're going.
I just got apple juice, and you guys all have to say something.
Whenever I was like 11, I was making a homemade firework and almost blasted my head off with it. Had to go to the hospital. That was fun.
One day, I caught the woods on fire.
Good for you.
I don't know if I should post this anymore.
Austin?
How about you, Austin?
One day when I was like 8, I was sliding down my couch with one of those like Christmas boxes and shit, and I fell out and broke my arm.
Good job.
It's pretty
That's
fun.
a Christmas box.
You know, like boxes that you keep Christmas decorations in and shit, right?
Oh.
So you're just gonna
One
like...
of those got caught on my belly button and made it bleed. Thing that I learned that was not in the classroom was that you can't like rely on other people. Like, you have to put an effort to get things done. Like, high school, like, you don't, okay, this sounds so bad, but you don't just have to be smart. Like, if you just put in like the little effort of like Googling the answers, like, you could get good grades without even having to be smart. Or like other people, like, if you want things done, you have to be the one to do them. You can't just expect everything good to go and happen and just like not be able to control. Anybody that I would like to thank would be all of my teachers from this year. So that would be Chabot, Scahill, Van Dyson, Mr. Drum, Mr. Russell, Mr. Kelly, and then Miss Calabrese, because I just want to thank all of them for not failing me. I know I failed most of your classes almost all year long, but I'm pretty sure I didn't fail any of them overall, except for maybe Russell, but like, that class is hard. That's not my fault. So thank y'all for not failing me. I know I didn't do anything sometimes, but yeah, you guys kind of had faith in me. I know you guys thought I was stupid, but I thank y'all for not failing me, and thank you for Mr. Arnold for being a joke. Not in a mean way, but like, Daddy Arnold. I'm ending this video by talking about how I want to be remembered. And I don't want to be remembered as anything other than I'm not. You know, if people remember me, that's cool, that's great. But like, I'm not putting in an effort to be remembered. You know, I'm not the smartest, I'm not the coolest, I'm not any of that. I'm just like myself, you know? So I want to be remembered by being myself and people liking me for me. And look at this stupid hat. I wore this almost the whole video. I look like Indiana Jones. But yeah, hope y'all liked me. You probably didn't, but this is my diary thing. So see you 2020.
Okay, hi, my name's Nicole LaSalle. Today is September 28th, 2017. I am a junior, finally. Hopefully I'll get to be a senior too. School is okay. I mean, I'm here because I have to be. it's fine, I guess. My favorite song right now would probably have to be Believer by Imagine Dragons. I don't know. Every time it comes on in the car, I just like jam out. It's great. The last movie I saw, my dad is like really into like movies with like swords and fighting and stuff, so he wanted me to watch The Count of Monte Cristo. It's like from like the 2000s. It's really good. I thought it was gonna be terrible. It was actually like really, really good, and I really liked it. The most memorable thing that has happened in the first weeks of school. Well, Irma came, Hurricane Irma, and we got out of school for like a week, so that was fabulous, and I really liked that. Most looking forward to in this upcoming year, I don't know, probably going to my first football game. I'll eventually get to do that, hopefully. I'm a junior and I still haven't gone to a football game. That's kind of bad. The hardest thing about this year would be my AP classes. Like, my AP English class is so hard. So hopefully I can get through it. Right now it's really hard. 3 goals. 1 would be to pass, to get into dual enrollment so I can start the career one or whatever, and to get to summer without failing a class. Like, that'd just be fantastic. My favorite fast food place is Chick-fil-A. Like, you can never go wrong with Chick-fil-A. Any time of the day. It's great. The oldest photo I have on my phone. Let's see. I think it's a photo of me when I was like 12. Oh yeah, here it is. I have super long hair, and it was at Disney World with Snow White. I don't know if you can see it, but that's me. Yeah, I don't know why I've kept it. I just, maybe because of my hair, it was like all the way down to like my back, so that's probably why I kept it. The last time I laughed really hard, my brother, I don't know. He showed me like a meme compilation of like stupid stuff, and I don't know, I just thought it was really funny, and I laughed like really, really hard. Major school events, I usually go to the plays, and I want to go to a game, but we'll see if that happens. The biggest change between now and then, by the end of the year, I'll be 17 going on 18, so I'll be almost an adult, so that'll be great. If you could describe your life right now in a song, probably Stressed Out by 21 Pilots, you know. I'm still asleep, but now we're stressed out, all that stuff. So, yeah. Okay, I'm done.
We'll be right back.
So, today is, what is today? Today is Tuesday, April 17th, 2018. It's it's April and it's freezing outside. I woke up this morning, it was 45 degrees. What? Okay. And we are answering questions for the Time Vault. So let's get into it. Question number 3. Where will you be in 10 years? Where will I be in 10 years? 10 years I'll be 27. So hopefully married. If I'm not married, well then that's a little sad. Hopefully married. I want to live in Hawaii. Maybe I'll live there. I don't know. What was your best memory of the last year? So probably when we went to go see Lion King on Broadway. That was, oh my god, like, I've never seen something so beautiful. Like, I just, like, couldn't. It was just so good. I would see it again in, like, 2 seconds. What's your ideal dream job after you graduate from high school? Okay, this is kind of lame, but I want to work at Disney World. Like, that is my dream. Like, you get the passes. You're literally at Disney World all day. I don't know about you guys, but, like, Disney World is, like, my favorite place in the world. I want to work there. Like, that just sounds like such a fun job. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. And then, most memorable teacher. Most memorable teacher would have to be Miss Minor, only because of the fact that we would get yelled at almost every day sophomore year for stupid stuff. Like, you're too loud. Like, she literally had one of those decibel counters, and we would just be talking, and it really wasn't that loud, and she would put the decibel thing on, and then she would yell at us and be like, you guys are so loud, the decibel counter's at so-and-so number, and I was just like, what the what? What? I don't know. I'm never gonna forget that. I mean, I've never got yelled at so much in my entire life. Yeah. And yeah, that's it. Okay, next question. Did you have any conflicts with your teachers? If so, who, why, and what happened? Okay, so this was, I think, 4th grade. My teacher was Miss Buxton, and she was talking about how we were gonna have a test or something, and I was just like, I think not, and I totally gave her, I was like, she said like, oh, so we're gonna have to do benchmark testing like every 2 weeks or something like that, and I was like, what? And she caught me, and I got moved down from green light to yellow light, and I have never been so scared to go home my entire life. So yeah, that was fun. Most memorable moment that happened in this film TV class. Most memorable moment would probably have to be when this one kid, I don't remember his name, he came in, it was crazy blue and white day, and he came in with like this giant suit that was like, he looked like Gumby, but like fat version of Gumby. I thought that was hilarious, and it was blue, and I died of laughing. It was great. The best film, movie, video that we saw in this class. That would definitely have to be The Impossible. I mean, honestly, I have never cried so much in my entire life. It was just so good. And also, you know, baby Tom Holland, who is my love and adorable in that movie. He was great. One thing you remember that Scahill said or did this year. Probably there was this one moment when Trump was all like, we're gonna give teachers guns now. And Scahill was like, I want my Trump gun. And he said it like the entire class day. That was great. If you could describe your school year in one song, what would the song be? Definitely Khalid's Young, Dumb, and Broke. I mean, same.
I'm sorry, do you think you're cute? Do you think you're cute? I mean,
one major thing that you learned that you did not learn in class. Well, the other day I learned that you can't turn left without, you can't turn left on red. I did not know that. I turned left on red. That was a mistake. I got yelled at for that. That was fun. Is there anyone at AHS you would like to thank? Who and why? Honestly, I would like to thank Mr. Arnold for giving us all those memes, because without all those memes, I would be like dead. Mr. Arnold is like meme central, and I just want to thank him for that. Like, thank you so much, Mr. Arnold, for being the meme king. And
How do I hope to be remembered? I just want to be remembered as somebody who's fun, not weird, somebody who put a lot of hard work into getting through high school. Right now, I'm in my junior year, and it has been, so fun. Next year, I'll be senior, and I want to be remembered as somebody who worked hard for what they did in this school year. So, that's about it. That's all. See you later, folks.
What was the best thing to happen in 2017?
But I don't know. What'd you answer?
Meeting me. Next. What was the worst thing to happen in 2017?
Okay, I don't really. That's so negative. I don't know.
Having Mr. Thomas as a teacher.
No, I love him.
No, you don't.
I actually do. I really love him. I miss Wheezy.
I wasn't even.
Okay, good.
I was recording, but it was like that. Okay, next. How is the school year going? Bad? Good?
It's not going that good. It's pretty hard, to be honest. I'm not enjoying it that much.
There's a spider behind you.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. Trying to spice it up.
Okay.
How were your holidays, and what was one thing that happened to you that was a good thing?
My holidays were all good. Something good that happened, I don't know. My car looks nice now.
Okay. What did you do New Year's Eve?
I went to my boyfriend, but at the time it was my ex-boyfriend's house because I felt bad and he made me go there, and it was really bad because I felt really awkward because
Sounds like an abusive
were all
relationship.
there and stuff, and it was really weird.
What's the best song of 2017?
Broken Halos by Chris Stapleton.
What's the best movie of 2017?
Wonder Woman was really good.
I never saw it.
It's like 2018.
If you won't be at Apopka High School, where will you be? And you will, because you're a junior.
What?
If you won't be at Apopka High School, where will you be?
I will be at Apopka High School next year. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
What is going to be the hardest thing to do between now and the end of school?
Probably maintain focus.
That was poetic.
Yeah.
All right, say bye.
Bye.
Okay, so I'm trying to answer my video questions, or video diary questions, but I don't know if I have to introduce myself, so I'm Madison. But, yeah, so I'm reading this off of a receipt. So, my plans for next year are to go to senior year and go to school, basically. And then, hardest thing about the last 3 years is, oh, I'm pretty sure people are getting in trouble right now. Okay, so the last 3 years, the hardest thing would probably be like getting everything in on time. This is late too, but yeah. And advice would probably be to not slack, especially freshman year, because that's the most important, and you're gonna have to make up for it the whole time, like the rest of your high school career. I don't know what's going on. And then the most memorable moment of high school so far would probably be, to be honest, I don't really have one. Stuff happens. So, something I didn't learn in class would be probably just like to be kind to everyone and everything. And yeah. Something I'm gonna miss about high school. Well, I still have another year, but probably just like the football games and everything. Dumbest thing I've done was freshman year. I had AP. I don't even know what it was. It was like the AP freshman class. thing, history, I don't know. But, so I don't really cheat on tests normally, ever. But this one class, I didn't know anything, and the teacher was mean, and it was hard. And so I just thought I could finesse it, and then I could cheat. So I get my little sticky note, I put some like study notes on it, and then I put it under the test. And she walks right next to me, and she's like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "Oh my God." And then I ended up getting caught cheating for the first time ever. And, well, only time. And it was bad. It was not okay. But yeah. So, if I could go back and change anything, it'd probably be that. Yeah, and that I'd turn my work more. Because honestly, if I tried hard enough, I could get straight A's, but I just don't try, so. Most memorable teacher would probably be, probably Mr. Thomas, because he's like this Jamaican teacher, and he's so funny, because he's from, like, I don't know, he's just super funny. And he's like this exchange teacher, so. In 10 years, I think I'll be hopefully graduated from college and just like trying to start my career and everything. Not married or anything yet. Still going with the flow. And yeah. Most memorable moment in DNN probably be, okay, so honestly, like, I have really bad memory, and I don't really like remember like certain things. Like, I just think everything's funny. And yeah, basically. So something that Scahill said. I don't know, Scahill says a lot of stuff. He messes with me a lot and other people. I never really know when he's mad though. Where do I want to... who do I want to thank? Probably like Scale, or like anyone, or like any of my teachers, honestly, for putting up with me. I don't know the last question. How to... Okay, well, that's it for my video diary. Goodbye. See you next year.